Ray Haycraft here. Welcome to Rockville with Toothgrinder. Can you all introduce yourselves for those at home who are unaware?
I am Matt. I play guitar with the least amount of strings on it.
I'm Justin. I yell into a microphone.
I'm Wills. I sit in the back and kind of just flail around like this with some wooden things in my hand.
And sometimes he hits things and they make a noise.
It's the loudest noise. Yeah, if I'm lucky, if I actually make contact.
Well, you got a pretty good ratio from what I can tell, you know.
My eyes are usually closed.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So how has your festival been thus far?
Awesome. It's great. This is our first one, so this is pretty exciting. It's just cool to be here. It's cool to play with all these bands, see some friends that we haven't seen in a while, so that's always fun. Do some awesome interviews with some really great people.
Eat some good food.
Yeah,
great.
food's incredible. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hearing that.
Yeah, it's really good. Sorry if you haven't been yet.
This
You
is
gotta
probably,
go.
this is
You gotta
probably
go.
the biggest festival we've done, so we're like walking around like, this is sick. I can get used to this.
Insane. I like this. I like what they've done here. You know,
We're still the newbies on the roster,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we're the small font, so we're happy to be here.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, no, we're okay. We're okay.
Should have been in Comic Sans.
Yeah. Times New Roman. I told him Times New Roman. Yeah.
So you guys just got off tour with BT Bam, Lithia, Contortionist. Can you tell us any fun stories? And Meshuggah, like, how insane was that? And can you share just a little glimpse into what that was like?
Dusty Waring is overrated at guitar. Very overrated.
The Between guys are all jerks. Not. No, it was incredible. It was like the coolest thing. Hey, Simon, what are you doing over
Yeah,
here?
I mean, if you want to get, it was a record we all grew up listening to,
Yeah.
the Colors record. So
It was
getting
a
to see
goal
that
of
live
ours.
every night was awesome. You
Yeah.
know, dream come true.
It was not to get all whatever mushy, but it was a band I seriously look up to, you know, and I'm really inspired by. And to then have them be that band that inspired me to then now be my peers is like, it's one of the craziest things you could imagine, honestly, to just not like watch from afar and be the weirdo, you know, to then be like, you want to get some coffee? You know, it's like, whoa, this is crazy. Yeah, it's really cool. It was incredible. And being on tour with Meshuggah too, I think if you like music, you probably like Meshuggah. So getting to share the stage with them, travel with them was incredible every night. And the shows were ridiculous, yeah.
And I didn't think Lawrence, Kansas had dope ramen, but they do.
Yeah, there you go.
I found that out. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Specifically.
Yes.
Serious note, yeah. Lawrence, Kansas got some good ramen.
So Phantom Armor, still
Amor.
Amor,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, no,
Amor.
You're like the 100th person who's done that, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I've read it, okay? Sorry.
Do-over, this is what I'm saying.
So Phantom Amor,
Yeah.
still relatively new. Fans are still getting to hear some of it live for the first time. What has the reception been like, especially when you're coming out the gates with ones you haven't been able to play live before?
It's been sick.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
No, it's funny because we still, kind of pepper in some really heavy, obnoxious ones that
Yeah.
we all love and, from our last record. But we kind of, we always make this pun out of one of the songs, not to just let it ride, but
Yeah, let it ride.
we've kind of just been hanging back, grooving
Yeah.
with everything.
It's been awesome.
It's been great. Everybody loves it, and it's cool that we can build a set, around putting balls to the wall and
Yeah,
then
whatever we're
dialing
kind of
it back
playing.
and kind of just groove
Yeah.
and rock for a hot minute. So it's been
Prime
great.
example, I'll bounce off that. When we went on tour with Meshuggah, we catered the set to be super heavy, and just like all the craziness, with a couple cool like sing-alongs in there. But then we just went on tour with Norma Jean, and we like catered to like a rock and roll set. You know what I mean? And it's been super fun. And like we said before, the first time we played Let It Ride, I remember you looked at me after we played it, and you just go, holy shit, there was people like pitting to Let It Ride. Like, this is crazy, And it was just so funny because like, that was the first time we ever played that, last tour. And it was so cool to see people, know the words, which is probably ridiculous for him because I couldn't imagine like seeing people air drum,
Well, I can't really sing, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it's good to help.
It's good to have some
we
help.
We need the help. But it's just been incredible. The response, we're at these festivals. We're playing a couple amazing festivals. I feel like the album has to do with that. Obviously, the team that surrounds us has been incredible. It's so awesome. Yeah, it's been really, really great.
What songs do you feel like are resonating with fans the most off this album?
Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know.
I
getting the best reaction.
I think the Shadow.
Yeah.
Human answer, or do you want like a Spotify count answer?
Oh yeah, yeah, because there's
Shadow.
like a Spotify.
Yeah.
there's
Live, because like the
real
energy.
feel.
Yeah.
Shadow for sure.
Phantom
Blue.
of More.
Yeah, Phantom of More is awesome.
Yeah.
It's got a big chorus in it. It's got a
Yep.
good breakdown.
It's like a very cool roller coaster.
And
kind of
we're
thing.
releasing a video soon for our song Vagabond. So we're gonna be playing that for the first time ever live today.
Yeah.
So I think
That'll
that's
be
gonna go
fun.
over pretty well
Yeah.
too, because it's a little bit towards the back of the album. So people haven't really, if you're not really digging into the album or a big fan, you're not gonna listen to it. So I think it's gonna put that one on the map, which is gonna be cool.
Now you mentioned Shadow. The music video for that is stunning.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Absolutely amazing. Can you talk to us a little bit about the inspiration for that
Mm-hmm.
and for like how you decided to, well, do what you did?
Yeah.
Well, it's
That's a question.
yeah. Well, the lyrics are based off of the early 1900s philosopher Carl Jung. Pretty much, I explained it a few times. It's like it was based off a couple books that were written, the Gulag Archipelago, and this other book that was about these German police officers who got transferred to Poland during the Nazi invasion, and how like they went from being like pretty good, like for all purposes at the time, good family men without really any psychopathic tendencies, and then through time and like indoctrination they became like monsters. And the song's kind of about how there's a thing that people kind of assume that there's like you're either born good or born evil, or there's good and evil in the world, but really the line between good and evil is in everyone, and it's up to you and it's up to the people around you and the circumstances to keep you on the right side of things.
Yeah,
And
you can
that's really
create
what it's
both,
about. Exactly. So
Unfortunately.
that's really what that's about.
Yeah.
The Jungian shadow.
Well, it's visually stunning as well. How was it making the video?
So this guy Joey Durango made it, and it was kind of crazy. It was the first ever music video that we were not present for, which was kind of awesome because like, I don't know, we kind of wanted a more cinematic approach to it, because like everyone has a music video where everyone's bouncing around, playing a song, this and that, and that's cool, but it's kind of also cool to make a little movie. You know what I mean? So that's what we made, and I think Vagabond is going to be a nice little addition to the Shadow, which is going to be fun for music.
I think you're really gonna enjoy the Vagabond
you're
video.
definitely gonna
It's like
enjoy
a
the Vagabond.
a Reservoir
Sense some,
Dogs
I sense
theme.
some secrets happening.
Yeah.
No
Nudge,
doubt.
nudge, wink,
Yeah.
wink.
Just saying.
Also some key elements and tie-in video to video.
Yeah,
Some Easter eggs for the
Yeah,
real fans.
Actually thought about things
Yeah.
instead of
Just being like, oh shit, see how that worked out? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
just weird, right?
Yeah.
Now, comparing Phantom of More to your past record, how do you feel like you've evolved as a band? What has changed and what influences have changed?
It made me cut my hair.
Yeah.
I had hair down to here, and last week I was like, you know what, this album's gonna make me cut it.
He looks human now.
Yeah, he looks
No,
healthy.
I don't wake up at a truck stop and look like an
Like
absolute
you woke
hobo.
up in the dumpster.
Like I walked out of the dumpster and was like, hey man, you got some meth or something? And like, I actually look like a functioning member of society.
Yeah.
Well, depending. My mom would
Yeah.
say otherwise.
Functioning.
But,
Yeah.
you got that stupid stuff on your arms.
Wash that off.
Yeah, that better come off in the shower.
Period. I had
Yeah.
a couple starts.
It's not a phase, Mom. This is me. No, jeez, we get so off topic. I love it.
Vocals are different.
Yeah, vocals are different. Drums are way different. The drum tone is different. I think the guitar tone is different. I think we took all the rules and everything we thought about the first album to the next album. We just balled it up in this little ball and just punted it away and just kind of just did whatever we wanted, whatever felt right. I think this album, to me, when I play the songs, they feel really good. Even more so than our past songs. Although they were calculated and they're crazy, these are just a little more calculated. They're more based on groove. They're more based on feeling. And I feel like that translates to someone who maybe doesn't play an instrument, or to someone who's just a fan or this, or does play an instrument. That translates very well, I believe, to a variety of audiences. So, I don't know, it's been great.
It's tougher too. I mean, like you'd think like playing a lot of technical fast stuff is like hard, but like when you like consolidate everything and try to write groovy songs with hooks and melody, and especially as a vocalist,
Yeah.
I wasn't really like a crazy singer or anything for the first album, so I took lessons and gave it a shot and really developed myself. So that's fun. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I'm a nervous wreck on stage now, but it's fun. but
We
it's
all are,
good.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Just waiting to fuck up.
Yeah,
that's all.
exactly.
Yep. But no, I'm loving the direction, the change that we made. I think is really positive, and it keeps it fun for yourself. Like as the artist, as the guy in the band, you got to make sure it's fun when you get up there to play. You don't want to be doing the same shit every day. You know, like I don't know.
If you're bored, then the audience is going to be
Exactly, and it's going to show. It's going to come out in the sound, the performance, everything. You know, so yeah, I agree.
Do you have something to add?
No.
No.
I just want to hold the mic. That's all. Now, did you all use all of the material that you wrote for this album, or is there some hidden B-sides or ones that didn't make the record, or?
There's plenty of hidden gems, honestly. Yeah.
No.
No.
No, for real.
No.
We when we went into the studio, we went in with 22
Yeah.
either completed, half completed, or very,
Ideas.
very solid, not just like open-ended, trailed off stuff. It's
Yeah.
like we had
Yeah, a
22
solid
solid,
nugget.
ideas.
Yeah.
Didn't use any of
Yeah, pretty much used none
I
of
think
it.
we used
which is
like
great.
2.5.
Yeah.
We wrote the rest in the studio, and it was
cool.
It was cool.
It was weird at first because we've never done that before.
Well, it was great. Well, like the process, especially for you, is we left everything set up. So
Yeah.
when you would track, you would sit down and track. And if you were getting stuck on a song or we couldn't work through it,
Went up,
just
got
moved on to
coffee.
another one. You know, you move on to another one.
Yeah, you
you
didn't
could
let
always
it
go back to
Crush
it.
you. And
Yeah.
it was cool being the drummer. I'm used to, as well as the bass player and everything. Everyone's used to kind of just gunning out their parts as quickly as possible. Time is money, you know. But we set it up to where we were in the studio, like he said, having everything set up every day. So I mean, there would be times where we'd write a song, I would do the drums, and there would be one part just empty because I didn't know what to do there. I needed to like sit on it, needed to sleep on it, needed to whatever. Yeah, and play a couple days. Like my drums were set up, so I would go in the morning and play, and then I would be like, "Ooh, got an idea!" And it like there was a part where I must have redid it 3 times, and the very last day, the last thing I did was go back and fix a fill that I've been thinking about for like a month, you know. But it was so cool to have that opportunity. So now when I listen back, I'll remember forever, like, yes,
No
I got to
regrets.
fix that. Yeah, no regrets, or how,
No
however you
regrets.
say it. Regrets, no regrets.
How long were you in the studio?
6 weeks,
With
yeah.
that extra in there, I'd say about 8 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we went back down. It was actually kind of interesting. We went back down, and we did 2 more songs, one being The Shadow, which is kind of crazy. So that wasn't even a thing. I know. Which is like, whoa, thank God we went back down. Like, geez Louise.
Thank God I called that guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting too because when we were down there, that song came together. Yeah, I had something to say. That song came together in like a day.
So
when
quick.
like some of the other, a lot of the other album we worked on for a whole 6 weeks, but like The Shadow kind of just like
Just
that was
happened.
it.
Yep.
I remember like
Yes.
I was like in the parking lot smoking a cigarette, and I remember writing the 2 verses within like 5 minutes. I was like, well, that's it.
Yeah.
And then it worked.
Yep.
Because it was just like
Sometimes that's the
you know what
best
it was.
stuff.
It was nice because you had like this break during the summer. Your mind cleared. Like
Yep.
we haven't been this because it gets draining, and like we all get cranky by the end, and we're just like, all
Totally.
right, I don't want to see you until another month.
Yep.
And then
It gets stale.
exactly.
You know, yeah.
So when we went down there, it was nice and fresh, and we were like, we only got to do 2 songs, and
Yeah,
it
that
was
was fun.
easy. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to get that song too. That's a good one.
Saving it up.
Yep.
So beyond Vagabond coming out soon, what else, soon-ish, what else can fans look forward to coming up?
This tour we're about to embark on, we're doing four festivals, including this one. We're doing Carolina Rebellion, Rock on the Range, and Fort Rock on Sunday. And as well, during that, we're also on tour with Trivium and Bullet for My Valentine. So yeah, it's ridiculous. So we're so psyched.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. But no, we're happy to be on the road, happy to be playing with some incredible bands. The opportunities have just been awesome. So I just hope it keeps going for till at least I'm 50, 60, I don't know, until I literally can't play the drums anymore.
Until your arms fall off.
Yeah, which is coming close. So it's soon. Yeah.
The bet's on me to croak first.
Yeah, definitely
I just have
he's
the most
first.
health issues.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He's definitely first.
Any other words of wisdom for the fans watching back home?
Don't get diabetes.
Yeah, first and foremost. No, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been supporting us the whole time through this crazy little journey that we've been on. Look forward to seeing you at a show. Look forward to say hi, talk for a couple minutes, this and that. I don't know. Just happy to be here for sure. Yeah, no.
What he said.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched him. I watched him literally just plug, like double check the plug, and I was like, just have it. When you walk on stage,
Yeah,
you're
you
like,
just check.
please be connected.
Yeah. Please hear me.
No, seriously, it's all the support from the new record has been outstanding. Our team is second to none.
Great, yeah.
I love everybody, and it's, you know, there's people who have horrible relationships, you know, with their label or whoever. It's just, you know, I love everybody. I love everybody as a team, and we all reach out to each other as humans, not just as business associates. I mean, when it comes down to business,
Yeah,
shit
you got to
gets
be
done.
respectful.
But it really is. I love everybody, and we wouldn't be where we are without them. So.
Totally. Agreed.
And a really grateful shout out to Danny and Clay because
Oh,
they helped us out a lot.
Big
and
time.
Love those.
The whole
yeah,
Wimmer crew,
we met
you
Clay
guys are
when we played in
radical.
LA last, and really
Yep.
cool dude. So thank
That
you
was
guys.
really fun. Yeah, big time appreciate it.
Well, thank you all so much for taking time with us today, and we will try not to make you late for your next things.
The theme today, I
guys.
think, honestly.
Just roll with it.
Exactly.
It's festival time.